Hey everyone, have you heard that Universal Orlando's newest park, Epic Universe, is going to change theme park vacations forever? Well, from cutting edge attractions like Harry Potter and the Battle of the Ministry to immersive new lands like How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk, this massive expansion has everyone talking. And we were lucky enough to spend an entire day at Epic Universe, and today we're counting down the 5 things that you will absolutely be blown away by when you get the chance to visit this park. And trust me, number one is something that I personally never saw coming. So without any further ado, let's go get started. Thank you all again so much for checking out this video. Like I said, we're about to break down 5 things that you absolutely will not want to miss when you visit Epic Universe at Universal Orlando. And we're jumping in with number 5. And I guess this one is just something that you're going to enjoy in general. And that is, make sure you pay attention to the attention to detail and all the immersive feelings of the worlds. Now, Universal Epic Universe does have a very, very unique layout where it's pretty much held together by Celestial Park. And there are going to be 4 worlds that you can walk into and really feel like you are leaving Orlando, essentially. So the 4 worlds are going to be How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk, Super Nintendo World, Dark Universe, and the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic. Now, if I were to really rank all of the lands, I would really go from Super Nintendo World at number 4, Dark Universe at number 3, How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk at number 2, and then the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic at number 1. And that is all in. That is just the feeling of walking around them. And the worlds bring these stories to life through intricate details along with their storytelling. And it's even in the music. Universal did such an amazing job of really bringing everything together so that you forget that you're even in a theme park. So everyone in each world is a character that fits within whichever land you are in. For instance, they greet you in French in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and they talk about dragons and if you know how to train them, of course, in the Isle of Berk. And this creates an even more immersive feel for guests visiting each world throughout the portals. Now, the worlds all have hidden Easter eggs throughout them. For instance, the little girl in the entrance of Darkmoor is the little girl that Frankenstein kills in the first movie. And of course, big shout out to the first Harry Potter movie, as you will actually find the Sorcerer's Stone located at Nicholas Flamel's house within the new Wizarding World of Harry Potter world. And one of the other things that I really loved about it is once you are in the portal, you cannot see or hear anything from anywhere else within Epic Universe. It makes it feel like you are just in that world. Now, of course, from a park planning standpoint, right, it does add a little bit more to how you tackle your day, but that's a story for a whole nother video, which we will have a lot more tips and tricks videos coming out in the coming weeks on Epic. So if you're liking my video so far, just be sure to subscribe, hit that like button, as I have a lot more videos coming out. But over to number 4, and of course we have to give a huge shout out to the attractions that you will not want to miss. Now, of course, there are some heavy hitters when it comes to Epic Universe, and I would say the biggest ones that you're not going to want to miss. In a number 1, we have Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein Experiment. So we finally have a Monsters theme attraction, and this one will leave you absolutely speechless. It's the same ride mechanism as Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey in Hogsmeade Village, Islands of Adventure, but it doesn't have if you've been watching my channel, you know that I don't really like that ride, the Forbidden Journey, because I do get motion sickness, but I didn't get it really on Monsters Unchained, and that was one of the things that I really loved about it as well. But also the queue is so detailed, and it's probably one of the best, in all of Epic Universe, and there are also 2 pre-shows to enjoy. Over to the next ride that you won't want to miss, we have Hiccup's Wing Gliders. So this is for guests who, of course, love the How to Train Your Dragon movies, and it's also like a nice, it kind of has a lot of Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure feels. Now, it's a step below Hagrid's in an intensity level, but guests will really love this one. And if you're looking for, let's say, the best view, be sure to sit in the back of the coaster so you can see everything that's going on during the beginning portion of the ride. Okay, over to another thrill ride, and we do have Stardust Racers. So this is perfect for those who love thrills and other attractions in Universal, such as the Velocicoaster, and it is a lot of fun. It actually has more airtime than the Velocicoaster, and it also has 2 different sides of the tracks that have slightly different tracks and intensities. So if you got to pick between yellow or green here. So Another great tip and trick is if you try to sit in the middle of the vehicle, you will get the best view of Celestial Spin. Okay, over to the next one of must-do attractions in Epic Universe. And of course, we have Harry Potter and the Battle of the Ministry. So the queue alone in this ride is worth the wait. And Universal is estimating that the waits will be between 3 to 4 hours long. That's how popular this ride is anticipated to be. Also, another thing that we loved was traveling by Metroflu into the Ministry of Magic. It is an experience in itself, and once you arrive, your jaw will drop at the sheer detail and beauty of the Ministry. And like I said, Universal is expecting a very, very long wait for this ride, and at this point in time, it's not included with the Universal Express Pass, but if you're doing a VIP tour, you will have the opportunity to skip the line for this attraction. Okay, over to number 3 on the things that you will be blown away by at Epic Universe. And for this one, we have something so dear to my heart, and that is the snacks. So there are some really, really amazing food options in this park. And we're going to start with what I think was probably going to be the most popular, and that is the butterbeer crepe. And that's going to be found at Café L'Air de la Serene in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Ministry of Magic. So like I said, we're projecting that this is going to be the most popular snack in Epic Universe and is located in the quick service location inside of the Ministry of Magic. And our opinion here is to try to grab it as early in the day as possible, as there is the possibility that they will sell out. And of course, as you can imagine, if you're a butterbeer fan, this is an absolutely must-have, but we will say it was a very, very sweet treat. Another thing that we weren't expecting within Epic was a bar moonshine. That's actually the name of the bar. And we would say go and have a drink at Bar Moonshine within the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. So the story behind this bar is that it is an American bar in the middle of Paris in the 1920s during the time of Prohibition, which makes it a must-do for a drink while visiting. Now, guests can get an American cocktail, a variety of beers and wines, and also non-alcoholic beverages, and even a butterbeer. And from what we have heard, one of the must-try cocktails are going to be the Fleur 75. Now, another really, really fun snack that we did see a bunch of guests having throughout the park is over in the Isle of Berk at Hooligans, Grog, and Gruel, and that is the mac and cheese cone. So there's 3 different types to choose from, and honestly, we saw all 3 as we were walking around, and all 3 of them looked amazing. Another really great snack from what we could see is going to be the Hunter's Garlic Steak at the Burning Blade Tavern in Dark Universe. So this is going to be very garlicky, but really delicious. So it comes with a dipping sauce and is the perfect grab and go shareable snack throughout your day. And of course, last but not least, what is some food without some dessert? Over in the Donkey Kong Country section of Epic, we have the Donkey Kong Crush Float at the Bubbly Barrel. So this treat is not only cute, but it's also the perfect blend of savory and sweet, and it is a must try for those hot park days. Okay, over to number 2 on things that you will not want to miss at Epic, and we have the shows. So there are 2 brand new shows, and we were really, really blown away by both of them. But I also think that this gives families visiting Universal Orlando that much more to do, and you're really going to love these. So the first show that you can't miss is going to be the Untrainable Dragon in Isle of Berk. This show is fun for all ages and is definitely a must-do. You can use your Universal Express Pass, and there really isn't a bad seat in the house, and you'll see why when you show up. So times are found in the official Universal Orlando app. And we would also say just make sure you show up early if you don't have the Express Pass, because we are expecting this to be a very popular show. Okay, over to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic, and we do have La Cirque Arcanus. I'll get the hang of it eventually. So this show may not be what it seemed, and it is full of fun and surprises. It's about a 30-minute show from start to finish, and the queue for the show is indoors and makes you feel as if you are in a circus tent inside of Paris in the 1920s. So there is a pre-show to the show, and you'll want to stand close to the stage to see this part, but if you sit further back, you will see more of the show as it goes on. So you also can use the Universal Express Pass for this show, and times also can be found within the Universal Orlando app. And just like we said for the last one, make sure you show up early to give yourself the best chance of getting in. Okay, over to number 1, and like I said, this was the most surprising part of the day, and I go to theme parks for a living, so that is saying a lot, but I loved the character meet and greets at Epic Universe, but specifically with the first one, which is going to be Toothless in Isle of Berk. It is a must-do, especially for those who love How to Train Your Dragon. Now, there is going to be the Toothless meet and greet with also different Vikings from the village. So it is located inside of Haddock Paddock in Isle of Berk, and you'll see you can actually approach slowly and put your hand out and let Toothless come to you just like in the movie, and you will get some guidance and you can pet at the top of his head, but not underneath the chin or behind his ears. So Toothless will be meeting with guests continuously throughout the day, and this line will be long. You could already see based on, our social media when we're posting the videos of us, people are going bananas. I mean, this is going to be such a popular meet and greet. If rightfully so, Universal really they hit it out of the park with this one. The other cool thing that we did learn is the private VIP tour will grant you express access to the interactive meet and greets as well, and you could take photos and videos during this special interaction. Some of the other really, really fun meet and greets over in Dark Universe, we do have Frankenstein's monster and his bride. We have Igor, we have the Invisible Man, and also some others in Darkmoor Village. And of course, these are the perfect meet and greets for classic monster movie lovers. And then over to Super Nintendo World, we have Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, Toad, and Donkey Kong. And these characters are going to be located in specific areas throughout Super Nintendo World to meet and take pictures. But that is it, everyone. Those are 5 of the things that you will be absolutely blown away by at Epic Universe. You do not want to miss anything. Universal really did hit a slam dunk. I don't even know if that's possible. I'm making up analogies. That's how amazing this theme park was. I really, really hope that you found this video helpful. I hope that you are just as excited for your next Universal Orlando vacation as I am. And if you do need help planning that Universal vacation, just be sure to go check out our website, theparkprodigy.com. And as a thank you for sticking around all the way till the end of this video, I do have a special promo code you can go use to save $50 on your next Universal Orlando vacation. And that promo code is MAGIC50. But I think that's all the time we have for today. Thank you all again so much for checking out this video. And if you still want to continue your planning, just be sure to stick around, as YouTube thinks you'll find this video right here helpful next.